you. I feel like if you are an Airbnb host and you make good money on Airbnb, they're trying to set you up to shut down one of your properties or shut down all of your properties. You may have 3 separate properties and they're all filled. So you could be making like $3,000+ a month, or you could be making $3,000 off of one property. Airbnb does not like that because you're not supposed to be making that much money on here. You could have 3 separate properties and you're making really good money off of all of them. Someone's gonna, I feel like one of your tenants or whatever, they're gonna try to set you up and say something or shut you down or something like that. Airbnb is trying to shut you down. If you work for Airbnb, if you have one of your properties on there, they're trying to set you up. So they're going to make something up. They may call you or they may send you a message like there's a problem or whatever. They may try to get the police involved in a situation or something like that. If you are an Airbnb guest, I feel like Airbnb is in cahoots with somebody else in order to get you kicked out or removed from a property because they don't want that property owner making as much money there. It's lies. So Airbnb may call you and say, hey, we heard something was going on. No, they didn't. They're lying. Or they may try to close down your account or something like that, so that you can't re-rent something. Like somebody's trying to close down this Airbnb host, or somebody's conspiring against you if you are an Airbnb guest or tenant or something like that. I kind of feel like it's a host. Somebody makes really good money on Airbnb and they're mad about it. So they may call you or they may say, hey, we heard this was going on at your property. No, they did not. That's how they could be listening or something like that. Or I feel like someone does not want you to, somebody wants you to continue. If you are an Airbnb user, somebody wants you to continue using Airbnb and not pay a private owner because they're losing money. If you are a private owner that you are an Airbnb host and you make good money on there, somebody is trying to prevent you from getting richer, basically, or like becoming more wealthy or something like that. I feel like you make really good money on Airbnb, like you're rich off Airbnb or something like that, or yeah, you make like a lot of money on here. It's a conspiracy either against you, or it's a conspiracy to get you removed from somewhere so that you have to continue using Airbnb. And this person is out of however much you're paying or whatever. Somebody wants you to continue using Airbnb instead of paying a private host. Either Airbnb is conspiring against you, or it's a competitor. Now, I feel like somebody is about to start using Airbnb. Somebody is about to start being an Airbnb host. So you could be staying in this person's house. Yeah, so somebody wants to either steal you as a tenant, but they want you to go through a third party, which is Airbnb, instead of paying this person. There's something like that going on. There's a conspiracy against you or something like that, or there's a conspiracy against this host or something. What is the 5 of Wands? Yeah, they may call you and say like, oh, we heard that something was going on at your property. It's a lie. Somebody wants you to be stuck using Airbnb, or like somebody does not want you to pay a private landlord. I feel like it's Airbnb. They're conspiring against you because they want to charge you extra, or they want to discriminate against you by way of the Airbnb app. They don't want you paying a private owner where you will be treated more fairly, or you'll have more leeway if you're dealing with a person individually. Yeah, they don't want you to get justice. They don't want you to be treated fairly in a situation. They want to use and abuse you by way of your funds or your wages. Or I feel like Airbnb charges you more. They don't want you to deal with a private owner or something like that. If you are the host here, Airbnb is conspiring against you. I feel like too, one of your tenants is going to start being an Airbnb host, and they have lived in your house. They know how your house is operated. So they're going to try to get you shut down, and then they're going to open up an Airbnb and they're going to rent it out or something like that. So somebody's pretty much trying to ruin something for you and then take your tenants or whatever. Or this could be the hosted. Sorry, I was waiting on the transmission. I'm sorry, transition. So this could be the host itself conspiring against you, wanting you to stay. It's a conspiracy against someone. Sorry, I feel like somebody was trying to think about what to say there or something. Yeah, somebody was trying to get their lie together. I feel like too somebody wanted you to starve to death. They're mad because you're eating. That's just a side note. I feel like you were supposed to starve to death in someone's house. Apparently you're not, or something like that. Somebody blew their cover. It was all, yeah, something's not funny. I feel like something is funny until it's not. It was never funny. It's not funny now. Now it's really not funny. I feel like it was supposed to be one big joke, ha ha ha, at the end, and I feel like somebody was supposed to celebrate you dying or starving to death, or somebody was supposed to murder you. But I feel like somebody got too emotional or somebody fell in love or something like that. Or someone's a shitty liar or whatever. It could have just been a conspiracy to murder you in general, but make it look like a suicide, like you starved yourself to death. I don't know why it was ever that serious, or yeah, I'm not really sure why it was ever that deep. Someone's scared of you, or somebody wants you to. It's because you refuse to be scared. But I feel like this is just what somebody does. They kill people and make it look like a suicide by way of starving. When you starved yourself to death. Nobody can starve you. Yeah, I feel like you refuse to starve to death. You refuse to die. You know, I mean, it was just a shitty plan from the jump, though, for real, really. Maybe somebody was going to kill you and then eat your body or something like that. Maybe somebody's a cannibal or whatever. Like, no, real shit. I feel like somebody was like going to kill you and feed off your remains or something like that. Or someone just doesn't want you making money on Airbnb. It's that deep. Like, I feel like you make a lot of money. Someone doesn't want you making money. I feel like somebody planned on like killing you and then feeding off your dead remains. And then if you don't starve, they call it stealing. No, I refuse to die like that. I'm not gonna starve to death. Everything will go back to normal. You'll go back to eating whatever you was eating before. I mean, they're not gonna do anything. It's a conspiracy. I feel like somebody was trying to force something and then it's not working. Maybe somebody was trying to force a connection, force love, or they were trying to force you to starve to death. You're not doing that. Somebody was trying to force you to kill yourself or something like that. And if you don't, we're gonna do this and that, or we're gonna blah blah blah. You're gonna go to jail if you don't starve yourself to death. You may have foiled somebody else's plan. In the midst of all of this. Something else may have gotten ruined in the midst of this situation taking place, but oh well. Maybe people shouldn't conspire to kill other people. I'm not even sure why you're here or how you got here or whatever. I feel like it's like some evil plan or something like that to kill you. And I guess if you don't starve, I guess I don't know. Someone's gonna do whatever. If you eat, we're gonna do this and that to you. They're not gonna do anything. I'm getting too. Feel free to call somebody a bitch whenever you feel. Obviously, they're okay with it. Somebody's name is bitch. Just a heads up. That's how you should address them from now on. That's what the fuck they is. So, good morning, bitch. How you doing, bitch? How's your afternoon, bitch? What's going on, bitch? How's it hanging, bitch? something didn't work. I just heard reporting live from, okay, I don't know. Yeah, somebody did it to get a reaction, I guess. This is what they do to get your reaction. They starve you to death, or they wanted to see what you were going to do. I feel like you ate. And you're going to keep eating. I feel like somebody either did this because they don't want you to make money or they don't want you to be attractive. Somebody is willing to get rid of you because you're attractive or because you're making money or both. Or because you wouldn't have sex with somebody. I feel like too, if you read cards, somebody's using your readings as evidence. I don't know who does that, but okay. That would be so dope if this reading was used in a court of law. That'd be dope. What's poppin'? This is Shantae. Or somebody's trying to use your Facebook. Somebody's trying to use like your social media content as evidence. So make sure you give them something to talk about. Someone's real desperate. They want you to go to jail. What's the crime? You're too attractive. Yeah, somebody's like stalking you, watching you, or you're too attractive and you're rejecting them. That's a crime. Or you refuse to you refuse to play my song. You refuse to watch my content. You refuse to talk back. You refuse to go back and forth with me. You refuse to be petty. You're going to jail. Or you're just being mean to somebody. You're just being defiant. You won't follow the rules, or you refuse to be scared of, I'm not really sure who. You refuse to be scared of a Pisces. You refuse to fall in line or something like that. I feel like somebody's looking for a Jim Crow law to throw at you or something. Really, I just feel like somebody was jealous of you and they wanted to get rid of you because they're jealous. Or somebody wanted a fight. Or somebody wanted confusion. They wanted it to be a fantasy, a game. It was never supposed to get physical. I feel like you were supposed to die in the name of love. You're starved. Go out like that's an OG way to go out, man. Starve yourself. Just don't eat. Just keep starving. Be defiant. Just starve. Die with dignity and pride. In the name of love. You weren't supposed to starve to death. You're just supposed to starve off all of your body fat, and then you look like a crackhead, and they can call you a crackhead. Somebody had a plan, and I feel like a large part of that plan is you starving, so that they can say, "Oh, you're on crack. You're smoking crack." I feel like the homeowner is in on this too. I mean, I feel like you're in someone's home. Or somebody sent you here, Airbnb, somebody sent you to this house, or somebody sent these people to your home or one of your houses or whatever. Now, if either you're the one that was supposed to starve in somebody's house, or somebody sent this person to your house to starve to death. I don't think anybody would want to ever stay in your house ever again if somebody starved to death in one of your bedrooms or whatever. It's that serious. Somebody wants to shut you down that bad. But I feel like if you were in on this, the joke is on you. So I feel like somebody was going to kill two birds with one stone. Ha 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 ha. I'll be here all evening. I was just bullshitting. Yeah, keep going, keep living. I don't know why somebody wants to kill you, but I don't know why it's that deep. Yeah, somebody wants to kill you because you're a Gemini. You refuse to be mad.